I rated the top maps on the Discovery tab, and I was pretty harsh on some of them. So to be fair, for this video, I'm rating my own maps, and I'm gonna be just as harsh. Okay, we're gonna start here with my Street Fighter 1v1. This map is very basic. I built it mostly for the aesthetic around here, just so it looked like it was Street Fighter when the Street Fighter skins came out. But let's just try it out here. So we press to start fight. Okay, so it's a little bit more manual. And then you can build fight. Okay, it automatically assigns you weapons, which is cool, I guess. But you don't have an option to use the pump shotgun. You kind of have to use the tactical. What happens when I kill him? Let's find out. So I kill Ketchup. What happens to the builds here? It doesn't reset any of the builds. So if I want to reset the builds, oh, I can't even break it. Oh my gosh, you can't even break. And what happens if I press this again? Okay, it just resets us back to our original builds, but it doesn't reset the builds. I have no reset build mechanic. Okay, let's rate this. The aesthetics of this are really good. This really does look like Ryu's level from Street Fighter. So aesthetics-wise, I'm gonna give this a solid 7 out of 10. How fun it is? Well, you know, I was pretty harsh on the 1v1 last week, and I'm not a huge fan of the 1v1 like genre here. Like, it's kind of boring to me. So while someone else might rate this like a 10 out of 10, I'm still gonna keep this at like a 3. Now, mechanics-wise, I mean, it all works, sort of, but it's missing so much that's needed to make this a really, truly good 1v1. So I'm also gonna leave this probably at a 3. So in the end, this map gets a 4.3 out of 10. This is my sprinting and climbing death run, and one thing I should say, my intro rooms are terrible. There's no explanation or anything. You just kind of have to start off and go. So that's one negative point right there. So first of all, aesthetics-wise, I mean, this is pretty boring. There's nothing really that special about it. Just using the new sanctuary pieces. I think they were new at the time. So, I mean, aesthetics, it's barely passable. At least it's not using anything like too crazy boring. I mean, this is pretty fun though. This has some unique levels. And even if this weren't like new at the time, I still think this would be pretty fun without that. So fun-wise, this is pretty good. Mechanics, it still seems to work okay. I haven't had any problems yet. Let's see. Oh, this is the last level here. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, wait, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this. Oh my gosh. Oh, that level's crazy. But okay, so aesthetics wise, I might give this a 4 out of 10 just because it's not basic pieces. It at least has like some lava in it. It's okay. So 4 out of 10. Oh man, I stink at this game. Fun wise, this is a pretty fun death run, but it's nothing too special. So I'll just give this a 6 out of 10, I think. And mechanics wise, I don't really know. Let's see if I can actually beat this. Oh, come on. I can't beat it. I mean, mechanics is pretty basic. First person gives it an extra point, I think, because of its uniqueness. But I think the mechanics on this, I'll probably give this a 5 out of 10. So when you average all of those scores out, it turns out this is a 5 out of 10. This is my first person bus driver simulator. So let's hop into our bus here and let's rate this. Okay, so this is once again a display of the new bus. That was my goal, and every time you hit a cone, like, you get a point. You can see up on the top left, you get a little point, and if you get over 10 points, then you have to start over. Okay, here we go. We gotta park it. Okay, we're through first level. That's awesome. Okay, now we're going to the next level. That should be more automatic. I don't know why I didn't do that. Okay, this is cool. We've got a really awesome, consistently working road here and a cool city around it. So far, the aesthetics on this map are pretty solid. Let's see if we can get across the road here. Oh my gosh, this is scary. All right, we're going for it. Let's go. Let's go. Ah! We made it. Okay, we can go to the next test. Once again, that should be automated. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh. There are a ton of things that have busted through here. They shouldn't have busted through. That mechanic's not working. Get in the bus. All right, let's go. We're going through. This is just like supposed to be your plowing through things kind of level. And this is probably really crazy now because they increased the level of like how many guards and things you can have. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Look how many there are. Okay, and that's the whole map. Oh my gosh. So let's rate this. Aesthetics on each level are very different and cool. So I'm gonna rate this a 6.5 out of 10. Mechanics all work really good. So I'm gonna give this a 6 out of 10 for mechanics. How fun it is, I mean, it's really unique. It's a little too short. So I feel like by the time I'm like just starting to have real fun, it's over. But it's pretty fun. So I'm still gonna give this a 6 out of 10, I think. This gets a 5.8 out of 10. If you think I'm doing a good job rating my maps, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you think I'm doing a bad job on my maps, subscribe to the channel. Let's get back to it. This is my Koopa Troopa beach race. This is a really cool mechanic right here. Everyone that's racing gets assigned to a car. Okay, let's start the race. Here we go. This map I'm actually super proud of. This is probably one of my favorite maps I've ever made. The aesthetics actually look really good. Look at this Koopa here. I love that. We've even got like the secret here. Let's do this. We're gonna hit this and we're not gonna make it, am I? Oh, I used up my boost. I'm actually really proud of the mechanics on this map. Woo! I forgot you get blasted up like that. That's insane! Ah! Oh, it blasted me out. Wait, what happens when I'm in the water? Actually, I don't even know. Oh no, my car's dead. Okay, that's not good for the mechanics there. I should probably fix that. I'm just left without a car running around. It looks like it's respawned over there. It should kick me back into the car. Oh well, it doesn't work. But let's rate this map. Aesthetics, I love the aesthetics. It looks just like Koopa Troopa Beach. I like the yacht out there. I think there could be some improvements made to this, but I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. The mechanics work pretty good. The mechanics on this work pretty great. I mean, losing your car like that's not good. So that takes some points off. I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10 on mechanics. How fun this is, guys. I love car levels. I love racing. So I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10. So that makes this my first map over 6 at a 7.6 out of 10. A very solid map. This is my Indiana Jones and the Temple of the Sun map. We get to hop on a pig, which I think is cool. I do like the riding mechanic. This beginning area could look better. I love this canyon. I love coming around the canyon and seeing the temple up there. That is such a cool experience. You go into the temple. This looks just like the movie, guys. Only the penitent man will pass. Oh man, I love that. And then if you come through, you get chopped. I love that, guys. It's so good. It's actually really easy to get through. You just gotta slide through it. That is so cool. Mechanics work great on that still. That is great. And then over here, you have the holy grails that you can choose from. Which one's the right one? You choose the wrong one and drink it, you die! Okay, spoiler alert here, guys. It's this cup right here that you drink and you win the game. You don't die. So let's rate this. The aesthetics on this are really good. It's pretty close to the movie. So I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10. I think I would give myself more points if there was some shrubbery or something more interesting on the floors here. And I probably could have done a better job inside the cave as well. How fun it is. I mean, for me, because I love these movies, this is really fun to me. I especially love this level where you slide through it. I mean, that is so cool. I just love it. Now, it is too short, though. I mean, it could be so much longer, but it is just a recreation of this scene in the movies. So I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10 for how fun it is. It could be longer and more fun or challenging. Mechanics of this work awesome. There's not really anything I wish worked better, but for what it is, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. So that gives this map a 7 out of 10. This is my Drive the Mech and Destroy the Collider map. My Collider here, I'm very impressed with. I think it looks really good. I like the construction of the mech here. I think it looks good. We're gonna come up here. We're gonna go in the mech and go on up. Okay, I do love this elevator mechanic. It feels so epic. We're gonna enter the mech. We're gonna get in the pilot's chair, and we're in first person in our cockpit. I love that. We're gonna start up the mech. Okay, that is so cool. I mean, it really does feel epic. We're gonna do the right arm missile. There we go. And then it aims and then it fires a missile at the base down there. There it goes. Wait for it and boom. Okay, that is so cool. I really love that this is showing off like different mechanics here. Look, the lasers going off using the VFX device and it blows up the base. And then my favorite, we attack the collider. We move on up and let's see, there comes the arm in. Boom. And that's it. You beat the map. This is how the last event should have ended. Now, one problem is it doesn't actually end the map. You can just jump out, I think, of the cockpit. Yeah. You jump out, you see my mechanics there, so that's not good. But let's rate this map. Aesthetics are pretty good on this. I think it's awesome. I'm gonna give this a solid 8.5 out of 10. Mechanics all worked really good. I mean, except for that end part, that has to get me some points off. I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10. And then how fun it is short, but it's really fun to feel like you're controlling the mech. So I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. So this ends up being my highest rated map at 7.8 out of 10. So what do you think? Was I fair to myself or was I too easy?